Wyatt here. Thanks for tuning back in this week. And after passing our first National Kobe Day, I wanted to take a little bit of time to talk about how his legacy has impacted me. By no means do I think everything that I'm doing is like in line with the Mamba mentality or that I'm going to be the next Kobe Bryant. But just a little bit of who he was and how he's inspired me. At 13 years old, as some of you guys probably know, Kobe had what he called a kill list, He's in high school and they're ranking the top 100 high school players around him. He's 57. So what he decides to do is, all right, well, let me see who are the 56 guys that are ahead and better than me. And Kobe wasn't concerned with, okay, am I better than this guy? Like, am I better than that guy? Am I a better shooter? Can I dribble better than him? Like, can I actually, validate to myself that I'm better than him? No, Kobe's goal was, all right, can I be better than that guy? Where do I see myself in 5 years that guy is not at? Like, how can I improve can I be better than him? Not am I better than him today, because, some guys are just bigger, stronger, faster than you at 13 years old, but can I be better than him? He had this checklist, went through all 56 players to find himself, yeah, I can be the one guy. And, for me, that there's right now millions of accounts out there, but I mean, someone has to be the one that has the fucking million views, someone's going to be the one to do it. So at the end of the day, either it's going to be you or somebody else. So why would you make an excuse to hold yourself back? If you want to go after something, you might as well. One thing that Kobe talks about in a couple of his interviews is even how at a really young age he knew exactly what he wanted to do. He knew that he was driven towards basketball. He knew that he wanted to play in the NBA. He wanted to be one of the greatest of all times. And one thing that he said was that when you have that point of view, the world becomes your library to become better at your craft. So after knowing what he wanted to work towards, no matter if he was watching TV, whether he was walking down the street, everything that was around him, he was kind of evaluating and gaining a greater understanding for how that could help him in basketball. So he talks about geometry a lot and the 45-degree angles on a court and little movements on a day-to-day basis that go on around him that most people go unnoticed, but for him, he picks up on that, how just the body leans, how the weight's distributed, how people are balanced, and these little nuances that are surrounding all of us in our day-to-day lives. He finds that as guidance towards his craft, towards his basketball game. One thing that I started to do was create these QR codes and kind of put them around so that way I can kind of just get my channel out there, if next to a bus stop, there's places all around Charleston that have these little QR codes that you may have stumbled upon to find this in the first place, actually. But I'm trying to figure out different ways to kind of grow what I'm doing now to a point where later on it can just be a source of income on the side. Another piece that Kobe talks about is the game when he had 3, 4, 5 consecutive air balls, national television, millions of people watching. And during the interview, the guy asked him, Kobe, how did you handle that? How did you, some people get kind of destroyed, you're embarrassing yourself in front of so many people. How do you carry on after doing something like that? And he said, you feel embarrassed, but get over yourself. You're really not that important at the end of the day. Don't make it all about you. Yeah, for me, I make a lot of I make a lot of stupid videos, but it's just YouTube content at the end of the day. It's not it's that serious anyway.